Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum. Thank God for life and another day to what? Get it right. This is your brother, Khalifa Muhammad, coming to you for the second day of our rebirth platform, Embrace the Day. And the platform is on the Halal Dawah TV. Man, I am so excited. We got all kind of apparatuses on right now, so we got to make sure we don't get no feedback and things like that. You know, it's a working process when we coming back new. Woo! But we got one beautiful, amazing show today, this morning. And once again, let's say it again. Let's thank God for life and another day to get it right. Okay? That's very, very important to me. And I hope it's just as important to you as it is to me. You know, these times and these days of times is could be a little challenging for a lot of people for many different ways, you know, and reasons. You know, one thing for sure is that we have a theme for this week. And our theme for this week is principles over personalities. Principles over personalities. You know, we picked that because there's a lot of people that have followed personalities and almost like the Pied Piper, you know, that little thing, the Pied Piper, you know, do the little thing and all of a sudden all the little animals just fall over the cliff. And well, we want to make sure that we instill a foundation of principle, or let's say instill it, because it's already been instilled. The foundation has already been instilled. You know, principles over personalities. Sometimes we get caught up, but when we get caught up, it's never too late. If you open your eyes, if you're looking at this show this morning and you're a part of this show this morning, that means the creator of all the worlds has given you another opportunity to get it right, to do something different. You know, they say, what do they say? If you keep doing something, the same thing over and over and expecting different results or something like, you know, hey, that's a form of what? Insanity. So we want to make sure that we stay from being insane and in pain, and let's get in line and correct with ourselves for what we actually really are here to do, which is strive for perfection. It's never too late. The hole is never that deep. And there's always somebody that can help you. See, that's the problem too. A lot of times, oftentimes, we don't want to stick our hand out for support. See, support and help is very, very good, especially in today's time. We don't, you know, people don't do things on their own and just think they just got there on their own. No, they leverage something. There was some kind of leverage in there. So that's my introduction for today. And I want to bring on a brother. We're gonna this brother here. I met this brother a few months ago, and we clicked like this since day number one. And there's a reason why we met together. And you know, by me plugging in and by the Halal Wealth Builders plugged in, this brother is definitely he's just a helpmeet. He's been helping communities worldwide, and we're gonna break it up too, because that's how we're gonna do it with him. You know, because this brother, he's a worldwide type of brother. You know, and so I want to set the stage though first, and by setting the stage is that, you know, we're living in that time. We opened up the door just now by saying we're living in a time. We're living in a time that is affecting the world. And if you or we or I, if we don't take heed of it and take action, we can definitely get caught up in what they want to call it, caught up in the matrix. So I want to just do this little film right here real quick. And then we're going to bring on our brother. And we got, like I said, we're going to go 2 parts because he's worldwide. And we want to just ask him, you know, hey, give us a little thumbnail of who he is and what he is and where he been and things like that. We're going to throw some questions up in there. We're going to have a good time tonight. So without further delay, we're going to play something that probably has touched us all.
The world is changing faster than ever. What used to take decades is now taking years or even months.
What you see right now is the illusion that people have had for many decades about the workplace being this secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you.
There's something wrong that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%.
Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans, industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Wow. Wow. Listen, I know that probably affected you. I know you probably, if it either touched your home, touched your family, touched your somebody you know, your friends, your community. I know that's been touched, and that's been worldwide. So we want to bring on a brother that I met, and I'm thankful to be meeting him. And shoot, we're going to ask him a few questions. And this brother has been around the world, and he has been doing a lot of major things. So let's bring on our brother Antione McBay. Peace and blessings, my brother. How are you, family?
Peace and blessings. I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh man, I am on top of the world. Thank you, brother. And look, thank you for gracing your presence here on Halal Wealth Builders the Embrace the Day. Brother Antoine, we started this a few years ago, and it started off a Zoom.
Wow.
We had gotten big enough where I said, you know what, let's start giving it to the people. Let's start sharing things with the people. It's just a good word. So, with that being said, brother Antoine, if you would, can you just let everybody know, who you are and what you've been doing and things of that nature, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit about me. I'm originally from Dallas. And I'm a guy that really tried to do every single thing my mom told me to do. She's like, you got to go to high school, graduate high school. You got to go to college. You got to graduate college, and you got to get a good job. Some of those things that we heard, and we know parents really want the best for their kids. I did graduate from high school, and I had dreams and aspirations of playing in the NFL. I did receive a scholarship to play at university. The game that I loved, that was in my heart. But 2 weeks after I graduated, my mom passed away at the age of 37 with breast cancer. I had a 6-year-old brother at that time. And I had a very, very severe knee injury that prevented me from playing at that next level. I couldn't pass a physical to play pro. So I decided to quit home and come home and work. I needed to help support my grandmother, who was then taking care of my brother at that time. And to be very honest with you, I was very, very bitter. I was a bitter person. I was mad at the world. I was mad at God. I didn't understand what was going on in my life. My mom fought breast cancer all 4 years I was in high school. And there were some things that were happening that I felt like God was just removing from me. And I didn't understand at that time as a young boy, going through that, dealing with that, and my brother and my grandmother with a 4th grade education, trying to raise my brother. And I was really, really going through at that time and seeking some guidance. You know what I mean, brother? Just really seeking guidance. And didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I came home and, I actually kind of dibble and dabble in some of the wrong things. Because at that time, I kind of didn't care. I didn't think I would even live to be, 35. I was on a wrong path. And I'll never forget this one guy. He was an older guy that looked at me, and I was playing flag football because football was just in my blood. I was playing flag football. And this older guy looked at me and says, man, Antoine, what are you going to do with your life?
Wow.
He said, I don't know. I don't know. And I knew he was successful. I could tell he was an older guy. I'm young in my early 20s. I could just tell he was successful. He was like late 30s, mid 40s, He had a nice car. He was married, had a family. It just looked like he had things together.
Right.
And he says, why don't you come to work with me? I didn't know what he did. And I did. I went to work with him one day, and I saw a lot of people that didn't look like me, but they're all in suits and ties. And I was like, wow, okay. And it was New York life.
Okay.
It was New York life.
Okay.
And I ended up going to work for New York life. And I went through some financial training that I had never, ever received in my life. Never received that kind of financial knowledge and information. They didn't teach me that in high school. They didn't teach me that in college. And it was the first time, honestly, brother, that I had a taste of residual income.
Ooh. How old was you then, bro?
I was in my early 20s, mid 20s.
Okay.
Yep. Came home from school.
And that's something because, you hit something real, real key, brother, is that, see, even today's time, they're not teaching financial stability to nobody. Well, we aren't getting it.
Correct.
Let's
Yes,
put it
that's
like
correct.
that. Okay. Yes, sir. That's beautiful. So you're in your 20s, you get your taste of some financial, and I guess it just opened up the world for you. Is that a good statement?
It did, and I didn't have a lot of success with New York Life because, I didn't have that type of clientele. I
Okay.
wasn't
Yeah,
into networking with people and all of that. But the knowledge that it gave me, that was invaluable. And I was able to take that with me. And I became independent and started doing business because you're a captive agent with New York Life. So I became independent and started being able to offer different services that was more affordable to my community.
Okay.
And again, it got my feet wet to the power of residual income, because the one thing that I realized when my mom was going through what she was going through, my mom was trading hours for dollars.
Teach on that, boss.
She had a great job.
Yes.
She really, really did. She had a great job. She was in a key position at a well-known bank here in Dallas. But when mom had to go through chemotherapy treatment, our lights would get turned off.
Because she couldn't go to work.
Couldn't go to work. I didn't understand that as a young boy. It wasn't until I became a man that I understood, why she was trading hours for dollars. When she couldn't go to work, there was no money coming in. And as a single mom, raising two boys, I'm like, wow. So I understood that. It helped me to really, really identify the power of the residual, because I had stopped doing insurance, but a year later, I got a residual check. I was like, wow.
From the worst that you did back then.
Yes. And then the next year, I got another residual check. I was like, I've got to figure out a way to get some more of this.
Yes.
The power of being paid today for what you did yesterday.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't understand that. So then I watched Lion King.
Come on with it. You're gonna get everybody start renting Lion King. They're gonna download it.
Let me tell you, Lion King is powerful.
It is.
It is so powerful, as it teaches all of us. It's the circle of life.
Ooh.
And it's not about if life happens, it's about when life happens. And life could be marriage, life could be divorce, life could be a pink slip on your job where you got laid off. Life could be a child that's born, a newborn baby. Life could be a child going to college, which I have two in college right now. Life could be the time that you have to provide for your elderly parents because they can't take care of themselves anymore. Life could be death. So it's not about if life happens, brother. It's about when life
happens. Yes, sir.
Because the reality is life is going to happen to us all.
That's real.
And most of us are reactive as opposed to being proactive to something that we already know is going to happen, brother. And it's called LIF.
Good teaching. That's real talk right there. Real talk right there. Ooh.
So I've always strived to find a way to earn a passive residual income. I've always gone seeking for the info, seeking for the knowledge. I've gone looking, searching to find a better way because I knew there had to be a better way. Brother, I didn't have a college degree.
They said that in that film. They say it has got to be a better way.
Ooh. Got to be. That's exactly right. I watched it. There's got to be.
It's got to be. So in your travels, you ended up in Vietnam, right?
I did. And it wasn't the first time that I left the country. The very first time I left the country, I had a mentor. I followed this mentor. I mean, it was someone that, I saw in my eyes that was successful and they looked like me. That was encouraging to me.
Right.
And this individual was making more in a month than most people were making 2 years. When they sneezed, I sneezed. When they coughed, I coughed, because
Yes.
I wanted to emulate what I saw as success.
Right.
And that individual moved to London, England, to work a business. I followed. That was the first time I'd ever left Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I'm in another country, and I stayed there almost 2 years.
Okay.
Brother, the growth in that 2 years was more than most people growth in 10 years. It impacted my life so much that when I came back, my son was conceived, and I named him London Antoine McBay.
Go ahead, brother.
My life was severely impacted. You know, I was stretched beyond what I could ever imagine in terms of learning and knowledge. You know, the function of a rubber band, it works when it's being stretched. It was designed to be stretched. A rubber band wasn't created just to sit. It was created to be stretched.
Right.
I believe all of us were created to be stretched in some form or fashion, to grow, to strive for better, to learn more. So that was my first time out of the country. And then I got involved with crypto and found another mentor. That mentor educated me and trained me on blockchain technology. And, you know, this was back when Bitcoin was $350.
Let me say this real quick, because you're going into a beautiful, beautiful area right now. I want to say this. You know, wow, you're probably going to jump through the screen when I tell you this. I had the opportunity. I was introduced to Bitcoin. I could have bought it when it was 5 cents.
Oh,
5 cents. 5 cents. And what I was doing, well, that's another reason why I didn't get in, because I was doing something and I was getting money. Okay, so right. I was like, man, come on, you can't give me this like this, you know, and I didn't have that vision, and I didn't think long enough, because I was listening to the chitter chatter about that's nothing, that's this, that's fake, blah, 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 you're going to lose this, da, da, da. So I left that alone. So if you can teach, or can you speak on like the transformation from when you started to right now? See, because like now, real quick, a lot of those people that was teaching negative about it now all of a sudden is the gurus about cryptocurrency.
But you're so right, because I heard the same thing. You know, when I got involved, a lot of the New York Life people were like, what are you doing? You know, I wasn't working with them anymore, but I built some relationships with people because they taught you how to cultivate and build relationships. And, you know, they were like, man, what are you doing? It's a bubble. It's not going to last. I heard all those things. And there were some times I was nervous because I was out of my comfort zone. So it's okay to be nervous when you're out of your comfort zone. When I played ball, I was nervous before every game, but I still knew what I was doing. But I was nervous. So to get involved with something that's maybe out of your comfort zone, it's okay. You're stretching, you're growing. And once the mind expands, it won't contract back. So, so as I'm learning of what she taught me, and I remember the market, we went up, and then it tanked.
Right.
And I remember calling my mentor. So what should I do? And she says, go back over everything I shared with you. She never told me what to do. She just said, go back over what I shared with you and then make your decision. And let me know what decisions you make. And I go back through what she taught me. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm a hold. And I tell her I'm a hold. She says, very smart. And sure enough, she was right. Just hold. And but as I looked at everything and continued to study and understand and gain that understanding, I knew without a shadow of doubt, oh, this is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere.
Wow.
I knew that. I knew it wasn't going anywhere. So to be able to position oneself to take advantage of a trend or a market like that, that's transformational. And then that's what led me to Asia.
Okay.
That's what led me to Asia.
Okay.
I left the US. I started traveling, went to about 26 different countries. And I parked in Vietnam and lived there for 7 years.
Wow. So that's a really, really good journey. And that's a good tool that you just spoke on, brother, because it's like one thing you said is, study. See, people get into some things. People get into things and they think that it's like Las Vegas, the first thing they're gonna do is say, when is my return, or what kind of return am I gonna get? And
lottery.
Lottery type of thing. Exactly. When they don't really know that, like the wealthy people, this is what I used to always say, unless you was born into the wealth, wealth thing, you didn't go to sleep and wake up a millionaire. You didn't go to sleep and wake up wealthy. You had to put some kind of time in on something. And a lot of the time I thought and I see now, and I see since I've been in this area, is that, we got to do some studying. You got to do a little bit of study. You got to have product knowledge. You have to do some of that especially in this field. You got to do some kind of product knowledge. You got to know what's going on, and it led you to cryptocurrency, and you met somebody while you was over there. So before we get there, all right, I'm going to shoot a little video real quick to everybody and then bring you back on. But I want to say, everybody, that I've been introduced to a phenomenal company. And that phenomenal company, well, first of all, let me give a little bit of background real quick, is that myself, my wife, and a lot of wealth builders, we've been living off of cryptocurrency for the last 6 years. Now, this is what brother Anton, well, I'll let you say it first. I understand you was living off of cryptocurrency. Am I correct?
100%. No fiat in the bank, no US bank account, 100% crypto. Everything we bought, owned, was purchased with Bitcoin.
Wow. Okay. So my wife and I and our wealth builders for the last six years, we've been living off of silver and gold. Okay, because we was introduced to one company that kind of went under, but we kept it up. We had the fever, and we kept it up, and we searched, and we had the fever, and we've been successful by God's permission ever since. So that's when we got introduced to this phenomenal company, because we were being successful with this company, but this company that we're with now, we are able to do almost quadruple of what we was doing in that company for less money. So everybody always know, like, if you're on this side of gas, and you're on this side of the street getting and about to get gas, and you turn your head and look across the street, and it's $1 less, you're probably going to hang that nozzle up and drive over there and get that gas.
Absolutely.
So absolutely. With that being said, I want to send this little clip real quick, and then bring you back so we can do the outro with somebody that you met while you was in across seas. Beautiful. Here we go.
In the grand scheme of wealth preservation, purchasing and storing precious metals can be a daunting endeavor. The hurdles are many, from high markups and hidden fees to the logistical nightmare of secure storage. Even figuring out the authenticity of your purchase can be a nail-biting experience. Imagine a world where these complications are no longer your concern. Welcome to the future with at-cost metals, where the complexities of traditional methods are replaced with simplicity, security, and savings. This is the world of our membership-based service. For an annual fee of $149 or $399, you gain access to a treasure trove of benefits that make precious metals purchasing a breeze. Picture this: buying precious metals at cost, with no markups, no hidden fees, just the pure value of the metal itself. But the advantages don't stop there. Our service doesn't just give you precious metals at cost, it also provides a digital and physical vault with the highest level of security. No more worrying about burglars or natural disasters. Your precious metals are safe in our DAP vault, accessible anytime, anywhere. Now, you might be asking, what about shipping? We've got you covered. Enjoy free or at-cost shipping, depending on your membership tier. This means more savings for you, more value for your investment. In the world of precious metals investment, our service is a game changer. It's not just a better way to buy and store precious metals, it's the best way. Don't let the complexities of traditional methods deter you from the lucrative world of precious metals. Sign up for a membership today. Secure your wealth, ensure your future. Welcome to the new age of precious metal investment. Welcome to a world of security, simplicity, and savings.
Wow, security, simplicity, and savings. So while you was overseas doing your business in the crypto world, you met somebody. Go ahead on, brother.
I did. I met a gentleman by the name of Justin Davis. And ironically enough, this gentleman was from Dallas, Texas, where I'm originally from. So, of course, there was a connection there. And he began to talk about a software that he had created. And so that's how I originally met him. It was a crypto trading software that would allow me and my wife to trade with my assets never leaving my possession. It would stay inside of my Binance account or my Kraken account. And my wife was a pro trader. So she could leverage that software and trade, and the money stay in the exchange. And she had more than 1,000 people that would follow her. When she would buy for them. When she sold, it would sell for them. So he and I built this relationship for about 4.5, almost 5 years. Now, let's fast forward. I relocate back to Dallas. I've been in Dallas now about almost 9 months. My wife is here with me now, our daughter. And this is where JD lives. So one of the first people, brother, that I had a chance to hug and embrace was Mr. Justin Davis, because we had built this relationship online via Zoom for almost 5 years, just working together. So I know his heart, I know his character, I know his integrity. He shared with me that he was getting back, key word, getting back into gold and silver and precious metal. Now, I had been out of the matrix for 7 years, meaning no U.S. account, no U.S. nothing.
Right.
But I needed to kind of get back into the matrix because I'm working on my wife's green card.
Yes, sir.
You with me? So
yes.
I was saying to myself, I need to find something out of crypto that I can do so that I can kind of get back in that matrix.
Right.
But when he came to me and said he was getting back into precious metal, gold, and silver, because I knew that was his past before, it was like this light bulb went off. I was like, oh my God, that's it. It's gold and silver. It's not necessarily getting back into the matrix, but that is the great product to parlay right with crypto, with what we already do. But this time I could touch it.
Yes. Go ahead now.
You don't know if you see this, but
yeah,
I can touch it. I've never held Bitcoin or Ethereum in my hand, ever. And never will, because you can't.
Yes.
But gold and silver, I can. I can, if I choose to. And it is what I would consider to be a safe haven as opposed to crypto. Not everybody can stomach the volatility of crypto. It's too volatile.
Right.
Gold and silver, it's a different animal.
Mm.
It doesn't fluctuate the way crypto does.
Mm-hmm.
So when the US dollar is doing this, you got gold and silver doing this.
That's right. That's right.
And so the math just makes sense. And to be able to align ourselves and become a member of At Cost Metals, and it's all in the name, to buy precious metals at cost. My goodness. And we can buy all that we want. I mean, we're cheaper than Costco's. We're cheaper than Walmart. We're cheaper than JD Bullion. We're cheaper than all the major gold and silver retailers. I had a gentleman call me 2 days ago. I don't know this gentleman. He's a retired firefighter. He says, Antoine, I just got to share this story with you. I said, yes, sir. He said, I went to Costco's and I bought a silver bar. And then I came back home and I went online to the website to At Cost Metals and I went to buy the same silver bar. They didn't have the exact same silver bar. He said, but I got the same quantity, the same ounce. He said, I saved more than $50 with At Cost Metals, and that included shipping it to my house.
Wow.
Now watch this. He said, at Costco's, I had to pay taxes on the silver that I bought. 8.25% sales tax. When I bought it from At Cost Metals, no tax. I just paid the shipping, and with the shipping, I still saved more than $50.
Wow.
I told him, I said, I need you to do a video. He
That's
says,
right.
well, I'm going to do a video as soon as I get the metal in. I'm going to hold up both bars, and I'm going to hold up my receipt, and I'm going to share my experience.
You know, that, Brother Antoine, is the reason why my wife and I and most of us in the Halal Wealth Builders, we came, because, you know, numismatic metals we're accustomed to. You know, this is we into this now. We into this. So, you know, when I got the invitation to come to At Cost Metals, I knew what to listen to. I knew what to see, and this, that, and the other. And look, my eyes got big like a deer in the headlights when I saw the price of the 1 ounce numismatic coins. And I was like, I didn't even need to go through the whole presentation from that point on. I was right away, I was like, wait a minute, you know, at this other place, we were spending like anywhere between $135 to $160 for a 1 ounce numismatic silver coin.
Wow.
When we get with At Cost Metals, we're looking at the 1 ounce coins for $75. It was a no-brainer. It was like, you know what? And then I was like, wow, we can save money this, we can save this, and we can do that, and we can, and then I look deeper now and look at the comp program and things like that. And it was just blowing everything else of there out the water. But what really, really secured me after I was already typing in my stuff to get down was I shared it with my sister. My sister was like, wow, you know, I'm already used to spending almost $200 a month now. She said, so I'm going to keep spending it with At Cost Metals and just get that much more. And I was like, wow, that's it, you know. So, you know, we're very, very excited, and you know, you make it very, very plain, Brother Antoine, to the benefits of it. But if you can, maybe you can briefly let everybody know about the benefits of obtaining, you know, precious metals like right now in this day and time.
Well, first of all, people need to understand the math. The numbers just make sense. There's nothing that hedges against inflation better, safer than precious metal, gold, and silver. Most people don't know the difference between fiat currency and money. I'm going to encourage you to first look at a documentary. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's entitled End of the Road: How Money Became Worthless. Type that in. Go look at that. Educate yourself on how they're sharing with you the US dollar is nothing but a big Ponzi scheme. Real money is precious metal, gold and silver. It's real money. That's real money, not the paper, not the fiat, which is US dollar, Vietnam won, a dong, Korean won, Thai baht. That's fiat. Real money is gold and silver. That's one. Also, one of the biggest threats to the US dollar is BRICS. Go to YouTube, type in BRICS, BRICS. Understand what's going on around us.
Right.
To help educate you. Seek and you shall find the knowledge and the information. It's right there. They're telling you what's going on. BRICS, their fiat is considered robot. Robot is backed by gold. One robot is 55 US dollars. Did you hear me?
Yes.
And it's being traded starting April of 2024. So a lot is going on. You've got global uncertainty. All of these things dictate the necessity of a stable store value, which is why gold has hit an all-time high over the past couple of weeks. Silver has hit a 2-year high. It's because of global uncertainty and inflation that's winning a war. So we have to get in this game. And the way we do that is by trading fake money for real money. And you want to do that at the best price possible. So what do you need to do? You need to become a member at Cost Metals. There's 2 memberships. One membership is $399. What do you get for that $399? You get 18 months of unlimited at-cost pricing of physical precious metal and bullion. As much as you want. No limit like Costco's, which had a limit. So there's no limit. You also get access to what we call the DAP Trading Vault, which is an additional $200 value, which allows you to buy gold and silver in fractions. $1 worth of gold and silver, $10 worth, $20 worth. You can buy it at your pace the way it should be. It's physically held in the DAP Vault. If you want to have it shipped, you can push a button from your mobile device or your computer. If you want to sell it and cash out, you can push a button from your cell phone or your computer, and you can withdraw your funds or use it to purchase more metal. But you get all of that for $399, and you get 3 perfectly graded MS numismatic silver coins. That's what you get for $399. Our second membership offering is $149. What do you get for $149? 12 months of unlimited at-cost pricing of physical precious metals, bullion, access to our specialty collectible products, which is below retail pricing, and access to the DAP Trading Vault. Doesn't come with any metal, but you're in position now to buy as much as you want. At cost, it's all in the name. You may say, well, how does at cost make their money if they're not marking up the metal? Well, think about it. First of all, the name, at cost metal. As long as gold and silver has been around, how is it that that name is even available? Let me tell you why. No one getting in the gold and silver business wants to sell you precious metal at cost. That's not the traditional business model. The traditional business model is to buy it wholesale, mark it up, and sell it retail and make a difference in the spread. That's not the way At Cost Metals is doing business. At Cost Metals say you get the same price we get because that is not an income stream for the company. The company is making their money on the memberships and their compensation plan. So that's why we get such great pricing. And then if you choose to leverage this as a business, in which, in my opinion, you should, because there's tax advantages for having a home-based business, being able to buy precious metal and write it off because you leverage it to show in your business. You can buy all the gold and silver you want and have some of that be tax deducted. Why not? That's how you really win the game when you understand the numbers. And there are people that can position themselves to earn anywhere up to $2,000 a week to up to $30,000 a week. And we've got people during this soft lunch, they've earned all of that. Within the first 3-4 days, they were maxing out at 2,000, maxing out at 10,000, maxing out at 30,000 for the week. And that's with 2 E's, not EA, brother. Some people get that when they lay their head down at night. But my point is, if you choose to leverage this as a business, oh my goodness, it's a great income stream with things that are going on in the economy today that's driving people to this space. This is not one of those programs where you're selling something overpriced, where they can go get it down the road for less. No. At cost means the same price the dealer pays is the same price the members pay. At cost. It's all in the name.
Wow. You know, nothing else really could be said about that. But one thing I want to just say as we get ready to go is that many of us, many people, they shy. Oh, I can't do that. I did this before. I did that before. That's because, you got a lot of products that's stacked up in your garage that got a lot of dust on it.
Have expired.
That it expired. It ain't no good anyway. You need to throw it away. You know what I'm saying? If I go home right now, and God bless my mom, if I go to my New York right now and go in the basement of my parents' house and move a couple of things around, I'm pretty sure I'm going to find some Tupperware or some Avon or something down there that, but listen, it will be great to move some stuff around and and it'd be some gold or silver.
Ooh.
It would be great if that could happen. So that's what I'm looking at, brother. I really thank you, brother, for coming on and inspiring us and first sharing your story, which is phenomenal. And, inspiring us that, like you use a word that we have to really, really sink in. Traditional. A lot of people are locked in to traditional when we not in a traditional world right now
at all,
and we're getting things that's moving and shaking. And if you or we don't do it, somebody is going to do it. I said before that I could have got Bitcoin when it was 5 cents, and then when it shot up there to I think 30 or 40,000, you remember it dropped tremendously.
Yep.
And it dropped down to 3,000.
That's right.
And I was trying to get people, I said, come on, let's get together and get some. And they still scared. I should have still bought some, but I didn't. But anyway, opportunity is right here, everyone. And I want to just thank you once again, brother, for an amazing show. Thank you for sacrificing your time. And thank your wife and your family for allowing us to have you for this time as well. As we go, you got 30 seconds that you'd like to say anything to anybody.
I'll leave you with this. Until the pain of remaining the same outweighs the pain of change, will one change? Ooh. Some of us are in pain right now, the way we're living, the way we're working, where it's just not enough. We're working 2 and 3 jobs trying to make the ends come together, and it just seems like they never come together. Until the pain of remaining the same outweighs the pain of change, will one change? Why not go through the pain of change, stretch yourself, and give birth to new possibilities? When a woman is giving birth, she's in pain. Cry, scream, in pain. But when she delivers that bundle of joy and hold it for the first time, there's tears of joy. Because they pushed through pain to give birth to life itself. Men, We go through birth. We give birth to new possibilities if you're willing to push through. You got to push. Don't go through labor just to be going through labor. Push and give birth to your dreams. Give birth to your possibilities. If you're not going to push, just sit your family down and be honest with them. Say, you know what? I give up. We're going to always have to put things in layaway. We're not going to always have enough. Just be honest with them. Tell them the truth. But I'm telling you, you can do this. You can do this. So let's do it together. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. I'm willing to do it together. Thank you so much for your time. Hey, if there's anything that we said that the Creator is not pleased, may He forgive us. See you tonight, brother. By God's grace and mercy. Thank you so much. Everybody have an amazing day on purpose. My name is Khalifa Muhammad. This is our brother Antione McBay. This is Embrace the Day. Everybody have an amazing day on purpose.
I listened to what was said. I was